Hi guys, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So today is a little bit of a different video. I am going to be sewing something on the sewing machine for the first time ever in my life. So I thought I'd take you along and watch me learn how to sew. I have a project coming up that I'm working on, and it'd probably be helpful if I learned how to sew a little bit to kind of help along with this. But so this is for right now. I've never touched a sewing machine before, not even in home ec. We didn't sew. So I'm doing a very basic pattern today. Very basic dress, just so I learn how to work the machine and the different parts of the machine. So we're doing this, just a little summer dress, little summer toddler dress, and just to learn how to work the pedals, work the machine, and everything like that. So, yeah. So my mom is teaching me. We're in her sewing room, and she was like, the spool and the bobbin. I'm like, what's the difference between a spool and a bobbin? And then she was like, put your foot down. And I'm looking down, I'm like, what foot? What are you talking about? My foot's already out. So yeah, we're already starting off. I said, act like I've never touched a sewing machine before, which I don't think I ever have. So this is going to be fun. But as you can see right now, it's only sewn just a little bit because she was showing me how to put it through the machine. And so I'm going to sew up this side here. Well, no, from here to here. I'm going to sew from here to here. So let's do it and see how it works. So yeah, stick with me while I learn how to sew for the very first time ever. Okay, so here we go. Putting it through, and then what?
Put the foot down.
Foot down. The sewing machine foot, not my foot. Then needle first, or second. Then push on the pedal, and let's go.
Right, slowly, just... Now you're... Yeah, there you go. You're doing fine.
It's not straight.
Straighten it up as you go. You can move your... Okay, stop.
So, do they have a guard here? Like, so...
Yes, I have a metal one that goes here so you can maintain a 1/4-inch seam allowance, but right this second I can't find it.
So that's what that hole is there for?
No.
What's that hole?
I have no idea.
Oh. So yeah, so you can put a guard so that everything stays straight.
Right. But now you'll grab it back to here because your arms can only go so far with pulling. So you want to maintain control of your material. Pick up, if you want to move it over, pick up your feet. Pull your thread out, or your needle out. Like so, it's out. Then just move it over a little bit. Now put your dogs down, or your foot down. There we go.
My dogs.
Yeah. Your feed dogs are up, but I didn't mean feed dogs. Okay, now do it again.
What are feed dogs?
The little metal things under there that move the material back and forth.
All right, here we go.
Right there it is.
You don't want to sew the push pins. And I've asked a lot of times, can I sew my fingers? And that's not going to happen because I have glued my fingers before, and I have done a lot of things, but you cannot sew your fingers. So
Yeah.
that's a plus.
Now,
Especially with someone who is not crafty. I am not crafty.
now I sewed my fingernail. Okay, now you can run it all the way off. Go ahead. Okay, stop. Then you lift it back up again. And pull it out and trim.
Trimmed all the way to the...
Yep. Now, we did get this a little crazy right there, but that's okay.
Okay, guys. This is not straight. Okay, look how close it starts. La-dee-dee. And then now look. What happened here? So that's going to be a issue, is keeping the fabric straight in the machine.
Don't touch.
I see that's going to be an issue.
I'm gonna watch it too.
But this is my first attempt, so
I'm fixing it.
don't laugh too hard for all you sewers out there. Okay guys, I am not happy with that seam, so we're going to learn how to rip out a seam and redo it. So, what do we do here?
Okay. Separate your two pieces of material so you see that seam?
Right here?
Yep. And you're going to take your ripper. Don't poke your finger this way, you can get hurt.
Is it Jack the Ripper?
It could be. I could call it Jack if you want. Did you say? Just put them in?
No, I was too busy making jokes.
Oh. Pull it apart. Put them in. And just like that.
Okay.
Now, you're going to go down to where you started going crooked at.
Where I started getting all crazy.
Right. So I'd take it back down to right here.
So it wasn't that bad. Not that far of a seam to rip. But as you can see, there is a bit of a... So now, let's... Oh, see, that's fun. I could rip seams all day.
Now, you can get hurt with that pokey thing. Let me find it. Where is it? Here it is. Get it.
Like chopping, like in the kitchen. I could chop vegetables all day. I think that's fun. I could rip seams.
Okay.
You know, I've always been jealous too, or, you know, not jealous, but of people who can sew. And, you know, it seems like a good, but I'll get the hang of it. You're not perfect on the first try, right? Just remember, you're not perfect on anything the first try.
Why didn't they come out?
Except for people who are perfectionists.
Yeah.
And now I'm not perfect, so now I give up. I give up. What's the use? Just joking. But let's rip this seam out, and I'll come back to you. Okay, guys, so I ripped out the seam, and I'm going to start over again. Now, this time, I am going to take my time. And I was thinking that... let's move the camera down. Here we go. I was thinking that I could see, you know, sitting here with a podcast on, and it's all quiet. I could totally see, you know, sewing away, and it's a nice activity. I could totally see that. I was kind of, you know, the first time you do something, you're like all excited. Woo! So you just gotta take a deep breath, relax, start over again. So, plus I have some other things going on today. My car's in the shop, so I was waiting for a phone call from that, and yada yada. But, alright. I think if I really concentrate and take my time, I could do this. I think it doesn't seem like that hard. And these are just straight seams. My mom has a serger. She just got a serger, so it does other, I guess you can do other kind of material on it and things like that. But let's do this. Okay, so foot down first. Needle down. Make sure the needle's going the right way. And pull. Something. Oh, it did. I was like, okay, so the thread is white. I was like, it didn't sew. Okay, so let's make sure that it's even. And let's do this again. All the way to the end. Oh, wow, that's a lot better. Okay, now let's trim it, and I'll show you.
Did you do it on your own?
I sure did. Now see, now look. That is a lot better.
Oh.
A lot better than my first attempt where it was way down here. Now it's still a little crooked, but it looks a lot better. And as you can see, there's a spot where I missed from here to here. I missed the seam. A couple stitches, but overall, not too bad. I mean, I wouldn't wear this on the runway, but it's not too bad. Here we go. We're attempting side 2. Part 2.
Hey, look!
Probably helps if you don't sew in the straight pins, right?
Yep. Because they can snap the needle. Unless they go sideways. Then they'll go between the needle will go between it.
Seam and start over again, but actually it is so much better than the first side. So let's cut this and I'll show you.
Oh, much better. That's not bad.
See, look how straighter it is compared to my first side. And here I kind of went off the rails a little bit because I got too close to the edge of the fabric, and so this part didn't get sewed right here, and I saw that coming. So I'll just have to rip this out and re-sew this part. But other than that, see, it's a lot straighter than it was. I could see where, the fabric really needs to line up. Make sure that the fabric is completely lined up together. But compared to the first side, this is a lot better. See, and then you compare that to the first side. Well, actually, that's not too bad either. So you just got to take your time. You just got to take your time and work with it. And my time is up. The sewing lesson is up for right now. So I'll have to come back and maybe we'll do a part 2 later. But I just want to show you that was my first time sewing. And it's not too bad. I think that, you know, with, like I said, some music in the background, some podcasts, and you can just concentrate quietly. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Now I still got the neckline and right here to sew. And, you know, re-sew this part. And the hem. The hem? Oh, were you... I was like, it's fine the way it is. What do you mean? She's just going to wear it.
Well, you're also going to be doing binding.
So, like, where you fold it up at. The hem.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm cool. This is it. I'm done. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you like random videos, on Fridays, I'll be doing a weight loss check-in. And then Sunday, the weekends are my idiocracies. So if you like that kind of stuff, it sounds good to you, hit subscribe, hit like, and I will talk to you next time. Also, question of the video. Do you sew? Have you used the sewing machine? Do you hand sew? Let me know. Would you like to sew? Let me know your sewing adventures, and I will talk to you later. Bye!